Yo, this is Shane717. Today I'm going to be taking a look at the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Swamp Thing action figure. This figure has been out for a while, and I just got my figure. I found him at my local comic and toy store. I have not seen this figure around. I just kind of lucked out. I went over there the other day and found this figure there. There was actually a couple, and I thought I would pick one up and do a review, so I can put this guy into my collection. I think he's really a cool figure, or he looks cool. Let's just open him up and see the quality of this figure to see, how he is. So bear with me here. I have been a Swamp Thing fan since I was a kid, back in the, I believe it was the 90s. They had, early 90s maybe, they had a Swamp Thing movie and a TV show. I think it only lasted like one series, or one season, I mean. But I always thought that he was a cool character, and I remember also they had a series of figures, action figures made by Kenner, and they had a lot of different things, a cartoon. I had some of the Kenner figures when I was a kid. In the way of accessories that comes packaged with him, all that you get is a one little stand that says DC on it. It's a little black stand, like all of your other standard McFarlane Toys figures, but the weird part of it is it doesn't have... He's such a large figure, you'd think they'd give you at least two, one for each foot, but oh well. He also has this little trading card that's pretty cool. It looks like the actual figure with some real plant life behind him. And if you want to read this data file, feel free to pause this video. For some reason it does not want to zoom in here. And then he has this spike type of... It looks like a big chunk of wood with moss and stuff all over it. But this is for his right hand, an alternative interchangeable hand. And here is Swamp Thing. This is one large figure, and he has tons of details. I really dig the face. He looks like the classic, pretty much, comic, and the Kenner toys, he looks a lot like those two, the little figures, but he has the red eyes, this kind of tucked in nose, like pug type nose, like that's covered in there. He has the teeth and this grin on his face, but what I really love is the detail that is in the body sculpt. looks like all these vines and roots, and I mean, he really looks green. He really looks like it's like the collar of broccoli, kind of. Very detailed. I've seen a lot of videos of them complaining about there's little roses right here. If you wanted to, you could dry brush those with a little bit of pink or red paint, which is no big deal. His shoulder pads are like a rubbery type material, and it's kind of sculpted into little pieces here and there are rubbery type plastic. But man, this thing is so detailed. I could probably, look at this thing for at least 30 minutes and pick out different details, find a new one, within that time. But this thing is really, really rad. And as far as his articulation goes, his head is kind of stiff, but if you have any of the McFarlane toys, you know how the plastic feels. He actually has butterfly type joints in the shoulders. I really like that. I'll tell you what, this figure is a solid figure, and I think this might be one of my favorites in my collection. This is really a cool figure, and my joints, opposed to other reviewers, said that their joints in the legs are kind of loose. Mine are so far feel solid, but he has really good joints. Mine does. He has double knees. He actually has like a pivot for his toes there. But man, this thing is really cool. I don't know how well I like this alternative hand, but it is cool because, he's a shapeshifter type creature. But I guess you could really impel somebody with that thing. And to compare him with some of the other figures, I have a Martian Manhunter DC Universe Classics figure. I have a Lord of the Rings Toy Biz Treebeard action figure. I have a Marvel Legends Stealth Suit Iron Man action figure. And here I have another beast of the forest. Here is the Masters of the Universe Classics Mossman action figure. All in all, this is a great action figure. If you can find him, I would highly recommend picking him up. I think this is a great addition to your toy collection, or if you like DC Comics, characters. But I just always like Swamp Thing. I think he's a really cool figure. A lot of people complained about him being too big. I think he's like 11 inches tall, I think. Around that, maybe a little bit over that. But if you just want a large, cool figure to accent your photos, or just have him in your collection, behind all the other smaller figures, he would just really you know, make your scenery look really cool. Well, that's it for this video. If you like my videos, be sure to like and subscribe. This is Shane717 out.